Hello dear colleagues, welcome back to our channel. I'm glad to be with you today. Today's video is an illustration of the active learning method called debate. This method works for all levels of education except kindergarten. In this video, you will see how students from different cultures collaborate in groups, think critically, and solve problems by structured argumentation on opposing viewpoints. Before watching the video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. And after watching the video, please give us your feedback in the comment section below. Your feedback is very important for us because it helps us make better videos for you. Now let me explain the method. The debate method encourages students to think critically about issues by having them argue for and against a particular statement or resolution. During the debate, students should attempt to persuade their audience that their viewpoint is correct using the most compelling arguments. The debate method can be used in all subject areas and for all levels of education except kindergarten. The goal of this method is for students to learn how to think critically and solve problems by arguing for a particular viewpoint and attempting to persuade others that their position is correct. The debate method also allows students to practice public speaking and teamwork skills. The steps to implement the debate method are as follows. Step 1. Introduce the method. Explain to the students how the debate method works and what they will be expected to do. Step 2. Give instructions and materials. Divide the class into 2 teams and assign each team a topic to research. Each team should come up with arguments for their assigned topic and prepare to debate against the other team. If necessary, provide students with additional resources to help them prepare for the debate. Step 3. Guide the activity. Once the teams are ready, let the debate begin. The 2 teams should take turns presenting their arguments and trying to persuade the other team to see their point of view. If things get heated, remind students to stay on topic and be respectful of others. Step 4. Reflect. After the debate is over, ask students to reflect on the process. What did they learn? How could they improve next time? And most importantly, what position did they take away from the debate? Here is an example of how the debate method might look like in a lesson. The teacher asks the students, "Do you think school uniforms should be mandatory?" Students are divided into 2 teams and given time to research the topic and prepare their arguments. Each team chooses a spokesperson to present their arguments to the class. The first team argues that school uniforms should be mandatory because they promote equality among students. The second team argues against the idea, stating that students should be allowed to express themselves through their clothing choices. The debate is then followed by a class discussion where students from both teams elaborate on their arguments. Finally, the class votes on which team they thought presented the strongest arguments. The teacher then leads a discussion about the importance of being able to articulate one's opinions and the value of respecting others' viewpoints. As you can see, the debate method is a great way for students to learn how to think critically and solve problems by arguing for a particular viewpoint and attempting to persuade others that their position is correct. It also allows students to practice public speaking and teamwork skills. And now let's watch the video. As you are watching the video, pay attention to the steps of the method and try to identify them in the video. The debate active learning method. The teacher asks the students to work in groups of 3 or 4. Each group will have one of 3 topics. All students are given sticky notes and markers. Each group has to write down as many arguments as possible for their topic. When they finish writing, each group gets 1 minute to share their ideas with the rest of the class. After that, the class votes on which topic has the most compelling arguments. The next step is for the students to switch topics. They should now argue against the ideas they were previously arguing for. Groups again have 1 minute to write down as many arguments as possible for their new topic. After that, each group shares their ideas and the class votes again. The last step is for the students to switch topics one more time. This time they should argue for the ideas they were previously arguing against. Again, each group has 1 minute to write down as many arguments as possible. Then each group shares their ideas and the class votes one final time. During the whole activity, the teacher moves around the classroom, observing the students, and providing assistance when needed. At the end of the activity, the teacher asks the students to reflect on the process. What did they learn? How could they improve next time? And most importantly, what position did they take away from the debate? Thank you for watching this episode. This guide provides a summary of all the methods presented in the Active Learning Methods playlist. Check out our other videos. Thank you very much, and see you next time.